Hi guys, welcome back to Tactics Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to use Figma to design an app. How to use Figma to design an app, Android. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now, if you're looking for a cutting-edge design and collaboration software, click the link in the description below to sign up and get started with Figma today. Now in today's video, like our title suggests, we will be teaching you how you could create a design on an Android or a mobile device. Now to get started, let's go and click on design file over here in the top right so that we could begin creating a design. Now over here, this is our working place. This is where we will be able to create our design. Now the first step is adding a frame. Now, you could either manually add a frame by clicking here on the top, beside our cursor icon over here, and you have the option frame over here. Or you could simply press F, and which will allow us to either drag and create a frame just like that, or you can click on F again, you will be able to see multiple types of frame over here on the right side. Now, we will be focusing on the phone, so simply select that. And under phone, you have iPhone options over here, and over here below you have your Android small or Android large. Now we will be working with the large version, and this is our design over here. Now when you're designing a mobile device or an app on an Android, the frame is very important because this will allow us to know where elements should be and what it would look like on the screen. So this is basically the size of your mobile screen right now. Whatever you put here will appear the same area on your mobile phone. Now, of course, each mobile phone is different. So when you're creating an account, or rather, when you're creating a design, make sure that it is a design that would auto-adjust, but that is more on the coding area. We're focusing on the design. So we have our frame over here. Now we know what our frame or design would look like and where things should be. Now, depending on what type of app you're trying to create, for example, you are trying to create something similar to Instagram, of course, the elements and the places of different things will be different. And if you're trying to create an app like YouTube, the different elements would change again. So, first step you're going to do is to finalize what type of design that you have. Now, there are few elements or a few things that you can add on your Figma design. And basically, it's just rectangle and other images and videos that you could add as well. Now, what you could do is you could simply select the parts or the elements that you want, but typically someone would use almost all of this, but we could use only rectangle and ellipse as well. So for example, I would like to create a design similar to Instagram. So the first step there is selecting a background. So let's change the color of our background to the color that we want. You have a wide range of options over here. We could turn it into pure black or like semi-black, something like that. We could even have like a gradient if you want. You can see here. And this one, could add that. Let's go and make it white. And you will be able to add like a gradient, as you can see here. Then you could control where the gradient would be. Let's simply click over here. Let's adjust this down. There we go. You could control where the gradient would begin. So for example, we could have that. And after this, after choosing your color, you can now add some different elements or where your elements that you would like to be placed in. So in Instagram, you have like the top part where you could see the stories of your different friends. So you could add this rectangle over here on the top. This will be the location of our different users and different followers. So we can now change this to like a brownish color, and we could decrease the transparency. So let's say 60%. There we go. Then you could utilize the ellipse over here and create some circles. Like that. And you can now like change or you could overlap an image over here on the designs. So let's fix this. There we go. There we go. This is our design for now. It's not the perfect design, but let's get with this anyway. You have your stories over here, and then in the center you would typically have like the user. You could drag your text over here. So let's say user 1, something like that. And it's automatically white right now, but either way, I could put it there. And then you could hypothetically say that this is an image. Put it over there as well, just like this. And the basic things with creating a design over here is knowing where you should put your elements and knowing how to make use of elements. So the most important things or settings that I think is important is, of course, mastering this shapes over here, understanding what you could use them for, take advantage of how you could utilize them. And for example, with what we build over here, very simple. You have your stories over here on the top. You could duplicate this and create a slightly large variation. There we go. Then put it behind. Then you could change the color to, let's say, let's go with blue. Like blue. There we go. Then you could center it behind this one. And then you could have like a simple design over here. It's not centered, but I guess we could leave it with like that for now. And you could have like an indication that someone has a new story, something like that. And then over here, this is where my idea of where the photo might be. You could simply put a photo over here. And then your typical comments, icons over here. You could use Flaticon if you want. It's a free platform where you will be able to download and install, or rather download some icons that you could utilize for Figma designs. As you can see here, simply search for the type of the icon that you need. So you can have like a heart right here. Then you can simply download this and drag it over here, put it over here. Now, when I say mastering the different types of elements over here, so when you select an element, over here on the right side, you are able to change like the corners, as you can see here with what I did earlier. You can change the position, the angle, just like this. And I know you could do it on the canvas over here as well directly, like you can do this, but it's better to be super precise, just like that. And we have your constraint as well, your layers, you have your fill. Fill allows you to basically have like 2 different types of colors together, something like that. You could have some design, just like that, very subtle design. Now you have like a pinkish color over here. Then you could add some stroke, which is basically like a line for the design, as you can see. You can see a line over here. And that's basically like a preference for the type of design that you want. Let's turn this back to white. And here we go. Let's have that for now. Then you could add some effects, like a drop shadow. All those effects. If you can notice, there's a drop shadow now on our output over here that you can export it as well. Mastering how to take advantage and make an image very aesthetic, or rather make an element very aesthetic. You will be able to create a very simple design in Canva, or rather in Figma, for a app design. Let's do this. Let's actually make this like round, something like that. As a very simple adjustment over here. Like you could have like a very simple design. Now, I know I'm not the best with the designing right now, but to get the idea, I'm trying to do. You need to take advantage of all the different elements that you are able to utilize right now, because these are the things that you are able to play with, as you can see here. So you could upload some images, you could use some text over here. You can even use some plugins if you want. You could search plugins in the internet that would help you create your amazing app, and you could take advantage of how we are doing it right now. And you could also do some prototypes if you want an interactive design. You could take advantage and use prototypes as well, but that is more on for someone who knows more about Figma. But if you're a beginner, it's a bit hard for you to play around with the prototype for now, unless you have a video that you're watching and following step by step. Now, there's nothing really much that would differentiate an Android design from a website or like any of these options over here. The concept is basically the same. Take advantage of the different elements over here. Use how you could turn them aesthetically. Use some other platforms like Flaticon to get some icons and build your option over here. Take advantage of the text files. In the text, there's hundreds of different fonts over here that you could utilize, as you can see. And you are also able to export the entire thing as an image if you want. So simply select the frame, click on export, and you will be able to export it as a PNG, as you can see here. So you could put this on your presentation or any place that you want to showcase the design on. And you can also add like elements or images from outside source like Canva. You could get something from Canva and place it over here as well. I have done that before. So actually, let's go and check out a design that I have done before that I have done that. So over here, for example, you have this design that I have created in Figma. And something like this. Some of the elements I've taken from, of course, Canva. No, it's simply loading right now, but there we go. Some of the design I've gotten from Canva, and you could put together some items over here that will help you improve your design. And you have your like designs over here that you could put together and create a very simple output on. So that's basically it, guys. That is how you will be able to create a design or like a mobile application in Figma. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.